Bev again. And today I want to talk about fats, and in particular the differences between saturated fats and unsaturated fats. And I'm sure you've heard that saturated fats are not so good for you and unsaturated fats are more healthy for you. Okay, saturated, well, you find them in meats, you find them in dairy, and of course trans fats. They are not biologically active. That means your body can't really use them to build much. They are molecularly straight, and what happens because of this is they can access your fat cells very easily. Over here, unsaturated fats, things like nuts and seeds and various oils, salmon, tofu, there are lots of examples, right? They are biologically active, but they are less stable than these babies. And that means that your body can use them to meet multiple purposes. That's what I mean by being biologically active. You can build things with these guys. These just go to making fat. Okay, over here, what do you build? Well, you need cell membranes, for example. You need fat to transport vitamins. There's lots of reasons why you need fat, okay? Now, both of these fats are technically carbon chains. And what is the difference? I'm going to use a bus as an analogy. So the bus on this side has no empty seats, okay? This bus, you think kind of like a stick of butter, and that's why it clogs arteries. But as a carbon chain, yes, it has carbons. But interestingly, there are no empty seats, and what I mean is in between all of these carbons, there is hydrogen. So your body cannot get a ticket on this bus. It cannot use this for anything other than making insulating body fat, right? And you don't want too much excess of that. Okay, over here, this carbon chain, yes, of course, it has carbons. But, as I said, it is a bus with some empty seats. So, this is much less stable, oh, excuse me, and your body can use it for different purposes. Now, what I do want to mention is something called, of course, trans fats. What the heck are they? Well, the food industry took unsaturated fats, in fact, they took vegetable oils, and they made them into saturated fats, but trans fats, okay? What they did is they took an unsaturated vegetable oil and they added hydrogen so that, in fact, there were no empty seats again. So what happens is they took a healthy unsaturated fat, filled it with hydrogen, and made it into a saturated fat. And what they call it is partially or wholly hydrogenated vegetable oil. So if you see that, you're going to be eating trans fats, okay? So what I want to say is in the next video, I think what I'm going to talk about is omega oils. They're really interesting, right? Omega fatty acids, 3, 6, and 9. What are the differences? Why do doctors tell you you should be taking more omega-3? Let's talk about that in the next video. Okay, so thanks, and I hope you learned a bit about saturated and unsaturated fats. Talk to you later.